Hi, my name is Steve Thomson. I'm a wood artist. My brand is HappyLifeWood, and I'm based in Rochester, New York. I specialize in portraits and sneakers, actually. I take different species of wood and put them together to form a picture, and I choose the right colors in the different species to depict the image that I'm trying to portray. I don't use any paints or stains, everything's all natural. I start out with kind of the milling aspect of what I do, trying to get the wood to the aspect ratio that I'm looking for, and that all kind of happens out with the bigger equipment, the bandsaw, the planer, the joiner. Then once that's all kind of together, moves more into this area where I'm cutting the pieces on my scroll saw, which is in here, putting them together on my bench. Then I start the carving process, which all takes place in here. You know, they can take anywhere from 100 hours to 400 hours. So I've been doing this particular, medium of woodworking and the style that I developed for about 2.5 years. Prior to that, about a year before that, I kind of taught myself traditional woodworking. Was looking for more of a creative type of woodworking to do, and that's when I did my first sneaker piece and kind of developed that process. Once I did the first sneaker piece that I did, I tried my first portrait of Kobe Bryant, and it really kind of just catapulted from there, and that's when I decided to just say, I want to do this for a living and do it full time. I really haven't looked back since. This shop, actually, the part that we're in right now, was the original part that I worked in when I first started this all as a hobby. It's set up, for my style and the way I work and flow. This portion here, I, line the walls with pallet wood, which I think gives it kind of a nice warm woodworking feel. There's several different tools that I work with that are actually part of, traditional woodworking all the way to, carving. So I'll start out with a raw piece of wood. I'll have to resaw it on a bandsaw, use the planer, get it flat, and then it's a matter of really milling the lumber so that I can scroll on a scroll saw and cut the intricate pieces that I have in my pieces. So I cut them all, I put them together like a puzzle. Once that's done, then I begin to shape the piece. The graphic design side of it's been incredibly instrumental in developing this process. If you look at my pieces, they're graphic in nature, and that's basically because they have to be. So when you take a photograph or you take, even a sneaker, so in order to translate it into wood, it's got to be made up of different shapes and different shades. It's been an amazing combination of skill sets that I've been able to merge in order to do something very different. I don't think I could have gotten to where I am unless I took the steps that I took. For me, it was a lot of trial and error with this process. I've evolved a lot since I started, and that's come with just repetition. It's an evolving thing where I'm constantly trying to find a new, maybe more efficient way of doing things that's just as effective, and I can get the same quality and the same outcome that I'm looking to get.